Welcome back to CEEN Caribbean News and to our in-depth feature. Over the past several days, the bodies of several children have been found across the island in what largely remains unexplained circumstances. The gruesome cases include the body of a 5-year-old girl from St. Mary who was discovered last week by a family member. On Monday, the body of a 14-year-old girl, also from St. Mary, was found near a river where she had reportedly gone on Sunday to wash items of clothing and have a bath. And on Wednesday, the dismembered body of a 14-year-old girl from Westmoreland was found near her school. What is happening and how can Jamaica address the situation of its children being murdered and abused? These and more are up for discussion with Greg Smith, Registrar of the Office of the Children's Registry. Welcome to In-Depth, Mr. Smith.
Good evening and thanks for having me. Good evening to all your viewers also.
Thank you very much. Now, has any information been released about the circumstances surrounding the death of any of the children?
Well, quite sure the police, they're conducting their investigation. And so from media releases, for specifically the one in Westmoreland, they have suspected that she was murdered. And so the police is following strong lead in terms of clues so that they can apprehend such persons who are guilty for such crime. And so we are encouraging persons that once they know or have any information, please to do so for the police. The 14-year-old in St. Mary, again, based on release from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, they have not seen where there might have been any foul play so far. And so these circumstances are continuing to be investigated, but we do want to encourage persons who might know or have any information to share such with the police so that they can have quickly break these cases.
How is the Office of the Children's Registry responding to these situations?
Well, the Office of the Children's Registry, with its responsibility for children who are abused in Jamaica and also missing children, most of these children are then recorded within our database as being missing, and then unfortunate situation that, a few hours later, we pounce upon these bodies, these children are found dead. And so it is alarming, it is of great concern to us, not only to the Office of the Children's Registry, but also to the Ministry of Youth and Culture that is led by the Honorable Minister Lisa Hanna. But we are concerned, and so we are calling with the responsibility for the non-dollar system that deals with missing children in Jamaica. I really want to encourage the public that we have been doing well, and last year we have seen a 10% reduction in the number of children who have gone missing in Jamaica, with less than 2,000 children were reported missing compared to 2013 that had over 2,205. And again, we slashed the number of children who were found dead in 2014 by 50%. And so we really are, we're disheartened about the fact that at the beginning, before we even close off the first month in the new calendar year, so many gruesome incidents have been taking place with our children, in which we are seeking the support of the public so that let us decide this year, 2015, we're going to do much better than last year towards the care and protection of our children.
Now, compared to times past, are we seeing an increase in the number of children being murdered?
Thus far, we can't say, because last year we cut it in half. 2013, there were 14 children who were found dead, and compared to 7 last year. And so it is concerned because we're just at the beginning of the calendar year, just completing the first month. And practically, we have at least 4 children or so far which would have been recorded being killed. And so supervision under the Child Care and Protection Act, Section 9 specifically, it speaks to that adult, whether you're the biological or you're providing supervision for children, that if you allow anything untoward and fail to provide proper supervision, that under the Child Care and Protection Act, you can be charged. And so we really want to say to parents that over the 44,000 reports that have been made to the OCR up to 2014, it is saying to us that we're not providing proper supervision for our children, because half of those numbers are more than half of those 44,000 reports from 2007 to 2014 are recording showing that children have little or no supervision, that these children are being neglected. And so it is time that as a nation that we really have to see our responsibility as protectors, not preyers on these children.
What does the country need to do to protect its children?
I think we in terms of legislative framework, the political directorate has ensured that the legislative framework is there. I think the streamlining of the organizations that deal with children and the revamping of the Ananda alert system, putting additional funds, and so despite we're on that tight fiscal budget, all the agencies that deal with children have been seen increasing their budgetary allocation. So it comes down to the fact that parenting is an issue in which the government in 2012 started the National Parenting Support Commission. So this is where now parenting is now going to be very critical, in that we just don't leave it up to the children that if they reach school, they reach school. It has to become our responsibility that we find some strategy or some ways in which we contact our school to find out if our children are there. We walk them through the process. Find out from your children, because most children in Jamaica do have a cellular phone. Call them to find out where are you, how far are you. And so we want to even say to our children, in which the Office of the Childrens Registry have embarked on a program called school tours, in which we're going into schools to educate our children. So that children also, we say to them, do not go anywhere without your parents' permission. Do not drive from strangers. You just don't go on Facebook, Instagram, and you just start talking to someone who you don't know, start sharing personal information, the school you go, the route you travel, where you live. So these are also information that not only been left to the school to educate the children, but at home parents need to say to children what are some of the ways in which they can protect themselves.
Has the OCR partnered with the Ministry of Education to educate children on how to protect themselves?
I'm quite sure, and that's what I said, that we have gotten the permission from the Ministry of Education, that the OCR is now, we have embarked on over 16 schools for the first term. Last week, to be exact, we were in St. James Anchovy High School and Rossies High School. And so before the end of this term, by April, I am now targeting another 25 schools. I mean, it will be done over a period of time, because we really can't go within all schools in 1 year, because there are programs that they have to implement. So we're going in within schools, and not only that, we talk to the children, we talk to parents. At the end of each school tour, there's a community and parent aspect component of it that we talk to these children. We work closely with the National Parenting Support Commission, so wherever, which is part of the Ministry of Education, wherever they are going out into communities, they do have 121 parent places within various schools. We do partner with them, and so it has to be a joint effort. But the joint effort cannot be only taken by a state agency. It has to come down to an individual home that the parents take such responsibility in helping protecting their children.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Smith.
And it is a pleasure, and we do encourage persons once you know or suspect that the child is being abused, wherever you are, that you can call us at 1-888 Protecting Jamaica. We do even take Please Call Me. So for persons that really can't afford to have credit to call the Office of the Children's Registry, they can send us a Please Call Me at 878-2882. And that's how committed we are, steadfast, for the care and protection of Jamaica's children.
Thank you once again. We were speaking to Greg Smith, Registrar of the Office of the Children's Registry in Jamaica. Sports awaits on the other side of this break.